where we not only help you survive the next recession, we help you thrive in the next recession. There's a lot of talk about the economy's doing great, the stock market's roaring, Bitcoin is sinking. But I feel that there are other economic indicators that people don't notice, people are not thinking about, spell out that we're having a recession and it's going to come within the next 12 to 20 months. During this time, you can be preparing. First thing you need to do, you need to get out of debt, or you need to trim that bad boy as soon as possible. And you need to do drastic stuff now, because while it is still good for you to prepare yourself for the recession, while you still have the ability to get credit cards, to get lines of credit, because during the recession, a lot of this stuff is going to be very hard to get. This is the time for you to start your serious side hustle of 4 figures per month and leverage that into a business. One of the things that I think you should do is not quit your job. If you have a job, keep it until that job is costing you money. Then, to help you with this, because most of this is mindset, be sure to go below, get your free audio book, The Hustler's Mindset, Pimping Your Mind for Success. That's going to tone up your mindset, give you some insights on things that you should do to mentally prepare for success. It's free. Go ahead, grab it now, and cue this intro music, and I'll see you in the live stream. Alrighty then, we've got that wonderful intro, and today we're going to get into something a little different. First of all, if you're not interested in starting a business, then you don't really want to watch this video, just to let you know. This is going to be for people who are serious about starting a business before the next recession. Now, why do you want to do this before the next recession? Right now, you can still get credit. Right now, you can still get loans. Right now, you can still do a lot of stuff. But it's starting to hit real estate. It's starting to hit resale. I'm planning on getting another house in about 27 months. And I've been looking because it's going to be a pretty pricey house. And I've noticed that the houses in these price ranges that are not in certain neighborhoods, they're all reducing their prices, which tells me something. And I'm seeing other houses reducing their prices. Also, typically, if you're going to buy a house and you've got kids, the time that you can actually get this house and get in that school zone is getting kind of slim, because it's going to take you 30 days to close. And a lot of these kids start school end of July, first week of August. So we got those things coming in there. The recession, the depression of retail, there's certain things going on with other sectors. So right now, if you're going to start a business, you need to start a business and you need to get your hustle on. All right, so let me get into my MailChimp. I'm going to tell you what's going to be in this. I'm going to do it very much like I did 30 days to 2,500, but it's going to be much, much different. So let's see. Let me see what we doing in here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's see. Oh, that's working very well. All right, so let's get into the campaigns. All right. So here we go. That's pretty good. All right, I'm going to read this to you. Actually, I'm going to show it to you. And let's see, make it a little bit bigger. Zoom in. Let's see. Dear Hustler, we're on the edge of economic good times. This is going to change for the worse in 12 to 15 months. It's also going to be worse than the previous recession. We have nothing to pull us out of it. Retail's already in a depression, not a recession. Retail as we know it has changed forever. So with retail depression, the student loan debt crisis, overvalued stock market, and many housing bubbles in major international cities, inflation, and Donald starting a trade war, we're all set to stop growing. Subway closed 300 plus stores in 2016, 909 stores in 2017, and 500 plus stores in 2008. Sears, JCPenney's are on life support, and Toys R Us is dead. Remember, these are economic times that this is happening. Judge Kennedy's retiring from the Supreme Court, so kiss workers' protections and rights goodbye. There has been a slow erosion of workers' rights for years. It will be accelerated now by the moves of the GOP. Even after Trump is gone, this will be in play for decades. Your best defense is to get more money and become one of the people Congress is actually working for. The tax code favors business owners, and I'm going to teach you how to play the game. Are you prepared? Do you have money saved? Do you have any debts paid down or none at all? Do you have additional income beyond your job? At a minimum, you need a side hustle that makes 4 figures in addition to your job. If you answer is no to any of these questions or 2 or more, you will be a sitting duck for an economic murder when the recession hits your sector. It's not going to be a slow roll up for most people. It will be sudden and catch many people with their shoes nailed to the floor. I don't say this to pull your leg. I say this to scare the shit out of you. This is the only way you will take action before it's too late. The first of the month, I'm starting a coaching program for people who want to start a business or improve their current business. You got to be committed. It's going to be hard. Everyone that paid $1,500 or more on a program, the Millionaire Toolbox, formerly the Hustlers LLC, you're in. This will be a 3-week program of intense prep and execution. Starts July 9th. Works for online business and offline businesses. The curriculum: business concept, business validation, branding, hustle to business model, legal structure, business checking, how to pay yourself, marketing plan, sales process, sales information, how to sell, management, and hiring. This course will be live, webinar for those who can't make it, and for those who can't, it'll be live for those who can make it, and for those who can't, it'll be recorded. This course will be here and replace the Hustler's paper with Elevated Money Business Boot Camp. So one of the things that you got to look at is we're going to do somewhat of a military style, very fast paced, you got to do this, you got to do this type school for about 3 weeks. Because what's going to happen is you've got many people who are, let's say, for the lack of a better word, they need information like a fire hose. I mean, that's one of the things that is kind of crazy, but you will need to be pretty much, hold on a second, I need to do something. Aha, here we go. Need to fix that because somebody will just slide right on in. I knew it. I didn't have it set up, so we'll do this. This is 299. Okay. So that's going to be the curriculum. And we're going to be moving really, really fast. Now, there is the one and done that's below the video, and there's a 3-payment plan of $1,000 a month. And yes, you will get to be part of the course immediately. So let's see, let's get in here. Let's see what we got. Let the struggle days begin. Ain't no struggle, man. We're trying to get out the struggle. Cody Wyman made it to all 3 streams. You've been loving the summer program. Yeah, because the thing is, I know that y'all have stuff to do in the evening, and that this has really worked very well in both Hustlers Kung Fu, well, Every Man's a Millionaire, and Disruptive Mail. And if you notice, I'm not doing the stream on each channel every day. I'm like alternating days, and that's been beneficial. Gabriel, returning my lease after work, getting rid of the Verizon phone. All right, cool, Gabriel. Appreciate that. Awesome. 285 property. What's up, Tyrone Brown? Thanks for $5 super chat. All right. Okay. Awesome. All right. So, any questions on what this course is, this boot camp is going to be about? Because it's going to happen. Because I have enough people to, just from the people who bought the Hustlers LLC, to just do it. So it's going to happen. It's going to start after the holiday, because I've learned my lesson trying to start stuff before a holiday or during the holiday. I've learned my lesson. Quicksilver, the book you super learning that you recommend changed my life. Awesome. E-Rock, if I buy this course from my business account, it's a write-off. Yes, it is. This is business education. Yes, it's a legitimate write-off. Good question. Because, all right, let's talk about that. And one of the things that's in the Hustlers LLC, and I keep telling people this, but no one believes it. I've got how to save $5,000 to $25,000 off your taxes with a YouTube channel. This is something you get in the package. If I wanted to go to a location and scout it out, that is a valid, legitimate business expense. So what if it's in Miami for the weekend? I go somewhere and I do a video in Miami, then it's a legitimate, the airfare, the hotel, all that's a write-off. So if you have a business account already set up, and because part of this thing is, and like this whole thing with getting paid out of your business, I'll go over a little bit of it. When money goes into your business account and it comes out at the end of the year or whatever you deem, it all must balance out. So if you write yourself a check for $1,500, one ledger should offset another ledger. If they don't, you got problems. Also, if your ledgers and stuff are not good, and one of the reasons that I want you to start an LLC from jump is if your business blows up and you want to sell it, what the potential buyer is going to want to do is look at your books. And if you don't have no books, they're going to lowball you. They're going to lowball the shit out of you. J Hump, so I can buy the Hustlers LLC and get into the boot camp as well? Yes. Yes. Because people who buy because the Hustlers LLC is the Millionaire Toolkit now. You'll see, because I even changed the links and stuff, because it's for people who want to start businesses. It's for people who want to be better. Because it's a pricey course, and anyone's dropping that kind of money is very serious. So I'm going to start doing special things for that group of people. Yeah, because J Humps, the Hustlers LLC has changed to the Millionaire's Toolkit. I mean, a lot of changes. And there will be a YouTube channel that'll be very different from any other YouTube channel. And there's going to be a political social commentary type channel too. I just didn't have time to do it yesterday. I have no courses with vending. I know from talking to people who have vending companies that location's everything. So I have nothing with that. Now, another part of this is one of the things I've learned from doing these courses is that, and there's someone that I know that I need to be more in detailed, but unless I ask you, I really don't know. And I don't want to do this on YouTube because I will get overwhelmed. So we'll be having all right, what do you need to know? Then we'll put this in the course. Like someone said about, P&L statements. That's not in the course because once again, I'm assuming that you know how easy that is to create a P&L statement. It's just pretty much what came into the company, where it went. But we will go ahead and do a P&L statement tutorial on how to set it up and how to do that stuff. Because once again, I've been doing all this stuff so long that a lot of this stuff is just kind of like, well, that's what you do. But you guys need to okay, well, how do you do this? Why should I do this? Why should I even ask this question? And that's one of the reasons we're going to do it in the boot camp style. Product reviews. Actually, product reviews can be considered income. If a company sends you a product review and you do that review, they're going to consider that income. It ain't a write-off. It's an addition. Yes, struggle days. I'm planning on starting yes, all day long. But see, you got to set it up as a company, because this is where people get this. You may set up a travel company as a sole proprietorship, and then the Internal Revenue Service may say void all your deductions because you didn't create an LLC. That has happened. Pretty much workations. HTV3. I used to have in-person classes, but I just didn't get enough of an attendance. So no, this is online and online only. That's one of the things. Any more questions? Because I'll be talking about this again. I just did this because I want this to be around the 12 o'clock hour. And then we can talk about it because it's going to start July 9th. Now, the cool thing is there's a lot of stuff that's already in the course that's done that you need to start looking at, like creating your LLC, creating your holding company. That stuff's done, and you need to actually strategize before you file with your state. You need to answer certain questions and stuff like that. So that's there. So we essentially got 10 days, 9 days before the course starts. So you can get in there, start learning stuff, and get yourself situated. All right. So the links are below, and I want to talk about that'll be in the course. Now, I already sent out one email because I haven't sent out an email to. I've got 4 different email lists, and I'm and I'm not trying to intermingle them, and I'm sending each list different emails. So let's talk about my first year in business, let's talk about GC Solutions, which is dissolved. It's no longer a corporation. That was probably one of the roughest years of my life because I was working 80 hours a week. I was making sales. We did like 1.5. Well, I did 1.5, but I was fucking up left and right. I measured, because see, when you do office furniture, you got to measure where it's going to go. And I made this bad measurement, and the furniture was ordered for that size, and it didn't work. So I had to fix it, and that came out of my money. That was a $45,000 mistake. Good Lord. So I was really good on selling and marketing, kept the money coming in. I was real bad on process. I was real bad on the, installation aspect. Made a lot of mistakes, a $45,000 mistake, $100,000 mistake. I literally sucked out all the profit because even I was slowballing because I would have did about $430,000 profit off 1.5 million, which is pretty good. It's almost 30%. But I made so many mistakes that I had to fix. Oh God, I'm getting depressed thinking about it. That, and then one of my friends who was also in the business, he said, "But you made money." He said, "I ain't made money in this business for 2 years. You made money, man." And I was like, and then also, I didn't really think I wanted to be in that business long term because it was exciting to a point, but it was nothing like doing this YouTube channel. Nothing like it. Okay, so y'all are talking about that stuff. All right, like this one's just going to be real short, just to announce that's going on. The links below. You know, you can go ahead and get into it now because there's stuff that you're going to have to learn. Because the way I'm going to run the course is I'm going to assume that you've done certain things already. Like, you know, you've got your LLC. If you've go ahead and get the course now and you've got some questions about your LLC and stuff like this, I'll answer those now. True in the process, and that's just not okay. Cool. I subbed to your channel looking for them. I used to bartend back in the day. It was a fun profession. I kind of miss it. Oh. HTV, if you never deliberately dissolve the business, well, there's a few things. If you have an LLC and you don't pay the administration fee, they're going to dissolve that LLC. Now, let's say you have a physical business that's still up and running, then you have an illegally operating business, which happens all the time. I had one for a minute because essentially the bank doesn't check to see if you're well, they didn't used to. I don't know if that's fact now, but they didn't used to audit your LLC. Once you set it up, that sucker was like for life. No one ever looked at this stuff again. But with the recent changes, I wouldn't be surprised if they like will send you a letter saying, "Hey, we noticed your LLC was dissolved. If you don't get that fixed, we're closing your checking." So just really means so you can have your illegal administrative side be wrong, which means you're operating illegal, and your business can still be open. JP, it was called Elevated Money, and the price is $3,000, or you can get on the payment plan, which is below. It's payment plans of $1,000 a month for the next 3 months. HTV, and what is this? Who set up your LLC HTV3? Because you didn't do it. You would know this. Working on fleshing out my articles. All right. Matt Unlimited, concerning holding company management, which is used for funding. Is it business credit? What do you mean? You can potentially get taxed more if a single member LLC. You get to pay what's called an LLC tax, which is 20%. All right, if it's inactive, it's dissolved. So that's one of the things. All right, if there's no more, oh, there is. Oh, it's an online business. Okay. All right, so that's it. You know, I'm just announcing this because, you know, we'll be talking about it, but you should go ahead and get into it now, because if you've got any questions about an LLC, what you need to do, how to set it up, I will answer those for the people who go ahead and pay in full and buy now. Matt Unlimited, which companies use to get funding? That would be the company that receives the income. So that would be your holding company. Purpose, oh, no. Oh, like 30 days, depending upon the state, 30, 60, 90 days after that fee is due and you don't pay it, that's when they dissolve your LLC. Can I purchase an LLC in another state to? Yeah. Yes, LegalZoom does. Oh, I know what you. Oh, hold. Yeah, you can. See, this is the beauty about an LLC. Let's say you have a holding company in Georgia, and then you buy another company in, say, Arkansas, and your holding company here in Georgia buys that that LLC in Arkansas. You could do that all day long. Purpose fit. You can, but it becomes clunky, and you got to redo a lot of stuff. It is best to start the holding company first. Definitely. All right. So if you got any questions or anything, just leave them in the comments, or go ahead and get the purchase and then shoot me a question. I'm getting ready to go because I wanted to have all these done by 12, and it's 12 p.m. So we've done it. Be sure to go below, check out the Millionaire Wealth Building Toolkit. That's what I'm calling it now. It's formerly the Hustlers LLC, and it's going to still have all of the. Actually, before I go, let me show you what's in it. Before we depart, I could spend a few more minutes. All right, bundle. All right, here we go. All right, so the Millionaire Wealth Building Bundle, which you can use the coupon and everything below to get it for $3,000. Elevated Money Business Camp, the course Hustle Camp Wealth Development Through Entrepreneurship, Fat Cat Secrets, How LLCs Make You Bank, Developing Business Credit, 30 Days to 2,500, the Seasoned Business Owner course, that isn't done. Fat Cat Secrets, that's done. The Parity Contracts, starting from zero, that's almost done. Fat Cat Secrets, creating a YouTube channel, that's halfway done. How to organize parent and operating companies, why, what, and where, that's done. So we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to finish all of these courses in July, and then essentially it's going to be probably 3 or 4 days a week. It's not going to be 7 days a week. I understand I'm only maniac that can keep that schedule. So it'll probably be 3 or 4 days a week. Like every other day, I will drop some training. I'll do it as a live webinar. And I'm probably going to do the webinars in the evening. So, we'll talk about that because once again, I'm going to be hitting up people who are in the course saying, look, do you want to do it in the evenings? Do you do it in the morning? So there's going to be a lot of back and forth on this. But this is to get you started, to get you going, to get you rolling. Let's see. All right. So with that, if you're catching this replay, you want to support the channel, go ahead and hit the super chat below. And if you need this course, the links below, how to get it and all this other stuff. And once again, it starts July 9th. And I will send out an email to everybody that's already in the course. I'll start asking some questions. So the sooner you get into it, the better that you can put your input in on how things are going to be done. So with that, I will see you guys Sunday. You guys have an awesome, awesome weekend. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you guys out later.